3 days ago, I was talking about being positive. But for some reason today, I'm talking about being offended. Okay, so it seems that these days, and you may agree or disagree, that it seems that people get so incredibly easily offended by things that normally wouldn't offend people. I don't know. I think that the term snowflake is a thing that's thrown around a lot, right? And it just seems that there are a lot of people who, especially on social media, will get incredibly offended by something. And they will argue and tell the people that they're being an awful person. A lot of this happens when there are discussions about politics, of course. People get offended that people have different opinions. Yep. That is the big thing. People getting offended because someone disagrees with them. And this is happening way too often. Seriously, way, way too much these days. It's just silly, to be honest. People need to learn to, accept that people have different opinions and accept that not everyone thinks exactly the same as you. I tend to not get offended very much because maybe I don't think like that. I see a lot of people on, especially Facebook. Oh, so many people get angry. Like, someone will have just a very simple opinion and they will just get very angry and start swearing at them, using some of the most foul language just because they don't think exactly the same as them. That happens way too much. I don't want to give it exact examples of this happening, but just the way people are. I find that the way social media is, negativity is sensationalized. People push the negativity on social media, and that tends to get a lot more attention, right? But I miss seeing the positive stories. In the earlier days of the internet, there was so much more positivity. And these days, people just get so upset. It's just crazy. I mean, look on Reddit. Reddit mods get so offended by anyone. That's why I don't go on Reddit. I really don't care to go on Reddit at all. But I've just found, amongst all the people that I'm, not all the people, there's a handful of people that I'm friends with on Facebook that used to talk about normal things all the time. Now, we've got people who are incredibly upset about everything. And they become obsessed, just absolutely obsessed about telling people how wrong they are, or that they have to believe in their own beliefs or their own opinions. And if they don't, they're a bad person. And they just get upset so easily. And I've engaged with some people, and this is mostly on Facebook, although it can be extended to X, or the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. I still call it Twitter. I don't care. But I just find people on both of those if you even try to tell them they're wrong, they get so angry, so upset, especially amongst the conspiracy theorists. Oh boy, they're fun. They're lots of fun, and I'm talking about flat earthers and chemtrail people. By the way, chemtrails aren't real. The Earth is not flat. And it's those very same people. They get angry if someone disagrees with them. So angry. And they just post things like, you can't prove that the Earth is round, or you can't prove that that astronauts landed on the moon, things like that. And problem is, there's a huge amount of evidence, or proof, as they want to say, a huge amount that is irrefutable. There's so many things that were left on the moon from the moon landings. Like, there are mirrors there, and you can actually use a laser and actually with that's how they can measure exactly how far away the moon is with very, very high degree of accuracy. And the same thing with the International Space Station. Oh no, it's a hologram, or it's fake. It's not up there. You can use a telescope and look at it. You can see the shape of it. But tell that to these people, and they get very upset and say that you're a paid shill. You're a liar. Basically, they're saying, no, you can't prove it. Not at all. You cannot prove it. Flat earthers as well, by the way. Engineers who design bridges, as well as engineers who design tall buildings, they take the curvature of the Earth into account. Pilots, everything they do in their job requires them to know that the Earth is round. Flat Earth, navigation doesn't work the same. Same with ships. Same with actually predicting anything related to astronomy. It requires you to understand that the Earth is round. But it's not just those people. That was just an example, even though I said I wasn't going to give an example. But people are just so easily offended, easily upset, when it's just baffling. It's like, why are you upset? What exactly did someone do to you to make you angry all the time, like when people speak to you? But the thing is, they do this online. And a lot of these people think that they can be fairly anonymous, even though they're not, especially on Facebook, because everyone shares their name and their face and everything. And do they speak to people in person like this? That's what I've got to wonder. Like, if you, I don't know, if you go face to face with these people and you're offended, do you start shouting and swinging your arms in a windmill fashion and saying, if I hit you, then it's your fault because you didn't move, things like that. I'm just thinking of a scene on Simpsons. But people act like that. Like, grown adults act like that in social media. It makes no sense to to behave that way. Like, seriously, grow up. Like, this is something that I do in my comments. I make sure that people understand that, free speech. The whole free speech thing as well. In comments, no. The comments are mine. You disagree with anything, then you start arguing. Guess what? It's my comment section, not yours. It just makes me want to make a science channel on YouTube again, because I've had one, and it just makes me want to do things that are related to, like, well, especially astronomy, or do something about contrails. By the way, I did study contrails in university as part of fluid dynamics. I know how they're formed. I even had to watch a demonstration of it. And it's actually quite fascinating. But anyways, a lot of people just don't behave in a mature manner, and they just get so angry and offended about the smallest things, and I just don't get it. Like, do they understand how childish they sound, or they're behaving? I would like you to tell me, give me a story of an example of someone being offended by something so stupid that you couldn't believe that they were an actual grown adult. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel as well as my main one. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.